strength of the connection between our memories. So, after everything we just went through, I bet you can hear me again. I knew it. Since the connection between our memories is already there, the only way to get rid of the effect is for one of us to forget about the other. Just messing with you. I'm a legendary shaman of my tribe. Now that I know the cause, of course I can figure out how to fix it. It'll probably take some time, though, so bear with me for now. Besides, I'm an open book. It's not like you're gonna hear anything embarrassing. Oh, unless I've had a few drinks. A shame? I mean, if you ever miss this whole telepathy mess, I could always share my senses with you again. No promises, though. Some thoughts are better kept to yourself.
Huh?
Fearless.
We are like birds, soaring through the horizons of time. I linger between brushes of memory, seeking the color of my final journey. When I get there, may there be feathers to paint the sky, shades of rose. And fields of green to beckon adventurous souls. And azure oceans with which to sail into the unknown. And volcanoes too, where, despite the danger, hidden treasure waits to be found. And graffiti art, of course. Without that color, just imagine the dullness of night. Anything else? In the end, I hope everyone remembers my color too. I hope everyone remembers your color too. All in all, it was just a technique for coloring a scroll. The task I'm entrusting to you is much more than that. Farewell, my friend.
was that? What is this place?
Look! A maid the Abyss cannot hope to match. I have discovered the perfect medium for us to wield that weapon. You know it as color.
Return to the skies! Incoming!
There are monsters here too?
Abyss creatures. Likely trapped here for some time. Looks like a few monsters made it out of the battle all those years ago. Coming! Watch out!
What's with these color-changing blocks? You and see Lolly fell through all of a sudden. You scared Paimon half to death.
Must be one of the mechanics of the maze.
Oh no, more monsters?
Ah, shoot. They're blocking the way forward. Let's get rid of them.
This place is so pretty. If not for those monsters, Paimon would have never guessed this was a battlefield.
The showmanship's not bad. I'll give her that.
Is this a bridge made of colors?
Don't sound so surprised. We just need to cross and we should reach the end. Return to the skies! Hold on. This is...
Whoa, so pretty! The thing inside the sphere looks exactly like the maze!
It's like a miniature...
Why are you helping someone who wants to erase Natlan's history?
When it comes to punishment, I don't discriminate.
For messing with the hero of Natlan and Granny Eatsily. They could give Regrader a run for his Mora.
When did this person get so
Out of here? Traveler, stop them, and then we'll make a break for it. Wait, don't!
Where are we? Back in the maze? Our surroundings look different, though. What did that Fatui guy do? Good point. She'll know how to get out of here. Let's hurry. If we don't... Let's see. See, Lolly!
He triggered it just like that? If the technique isn't activated correctly...
Instead of a realm of memory, the subjects in question will be trapped in a temporary space like this. If you cannot escape in time, it's mutually assured destruction. But I can't fault someone for using it as a last resort.
I knew it! Someone of your skill wouldn't leave behind memory fragments just to parrot instructions. You must have the capacity for conscious thought.
I appreciate the compliment. It's been a long time, my friend.
This is no time for a reunion. The cave outside is about to collapse. I know time flows differently in this place, but that still doesn't leave us much time. Can you help me get out?
You misunderstand, Seatlali. I'm nothing more than a fragment of memory. There's not much I can do.
What do you mean? This space can be manipulated, right? The exit of your maze. I remember its structure. If I create an exit here, I can leave. You just need to tell me how to manipulate this space.
The maze you saw earlier was constructed using the memories of many warriors of Natlan. When people leave deep impressions on each other, their memories form connections. These connections are particularly strong between comrades in arms. That is how I created my maze. The connections between the memories were my needle and thread, and the special color was my fabric. But if that color is crudely combined with an isolated memory, this space is a combination of my color and your memories. There is no way to alter or construct anything within it because there are no connections at your disposal.
Over 200 years, and not a single lasting connection. This is my punishment, huh?
Well, at the very least, you have a connection to me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to appear in this space.
That's only because you never gave me a moment's peace. Still, it's a shame you're not around. You said it yourself. A memory fragment can't be used to create the connections I need.
Seatlali.
But now that I have the chance to talk to you again, I need you to give me an answer. Your special technique. You didn't pass it on to your students. You passed it on to the rival you could never beat. Me. What I want to know is, why?
So you figured it out.
After what I saw in the maze and everything you just told me, I'm certain the technique at the center of all this is the same one you taught me all those years ago. But you never brought up the fact that you used it to win a battle. From your description, it might as well have been a simple color trick. I'm getting the feeling you always meant for me to come here. But if this is a foreshadowed event, I'm not happy with the narrative setup.
Seatlali, ever since you learned that technique, you've been able to see a special color, haven't you?
You mean...
That color is the core of the technique. But it isn't my invention. It's something I discovered in the work of our ancestors. More specifically, you could call it the color of memories. In truth, passing on the technique is a process of using that color to tint another person's memories. Yes, the technique has the power to when that day comes, you will understand my decision.
I have to get out of here. That's the only way to rescue them.
Lolly, what are you...
I understand the true principle of this technique now. If I can't construct an exit, then I will separate this color from my memories by force.
But you could lose a portion of your memories that way.
I know, but my memory is just a blank canvas I've neglected for 200 years. My friends are worth the risk. Traveler?
When you entered the realm of memory I constructed, I used your memories to learn about your recent experiences. I have a feeling you're the one who will be saved this time. After 200 years, someone has appeared by your side, the kind of person I could have never anticipated. The Night Kingdom harbors Natlan's memories, and the Traveler's connection to that realm is incredibly strong, surpassing even the shamans who worship the Lord of the Night. This means that, even without your tutelage, he can see the color of memories.
What did you say?
Although he doesn't know how to wield it, he unknowingly left behind a trace of color in your memory. That was enough to guide him to this space. You now have a connection at your disposal. Well, Lolly, it looks like part of this was foreshadowed, but the rest is a surprise.
Traveler? Traveler!
That's Seat Lolly's voice. She's just up ahead.
This is goodbye, my friend. Your memories over the past 200 years are much more than a blank canvas. Cherish them.
Wheat ceiling.
See, Lolly!
Paimon! Traveler! Hold my hand. Hold my hand. Traveler? Traveler! Hold my hand. Traveler? Traveler! Hold my hand. Now for the mind reading issue. Give me your hand. It might take a little longer, actually. I just need to share my senses, make a clean break. And that should do it, right? You're not wrong. Hold on. Why do I still hear you in my head? Oh, did I not separate our senses completely? Maybe using my palm isn't enough? Close your eyes. Oh, please work, please work. A great shaman should be able to handle this. Okay, what about now? Huh? And now? Whenever I try to remove the effect, it just flips direction and gets worse. help with the spell. Ah, shoot. I still hear you. For a human soul, to lose the boundaries of the mind is to drown in the sea of consciousness without a concept of self. I read that in a light novel. When it comes to the real world, I think it's pretty accurate.
Is Sweet Lolly drunk? She's not making much sense.
Anyway, we'll just have to leave it for now.
Hearing the Traveler's thoughts isn't that bad, right? You should just tease him. That's what Paimon would do.
It's just, I'm not good at this. I'm not used to being close to people. Sorry, I said we could be friends, but I guess I'm not ready. I'm used to being Granny Eatsley. Someone intimidating, someone people are scared to approach. I don't have to deal with people that way.
Yeah, Paimon's been wondering. Why do you insist on living so far away?
When you live as long as me, a person is like a flower. The color draws you in. You water it to see it bloom. It rewards you with its fragrance. But it doesn't last. With the passing of the seasons, everything withers away. You can try to water it, but it will never bloom again. Even if the same plot of soil is covered in flowers the following year, the one you remember won't be there. That's just how it is. Most of the people in my life will be gone one day, just like a flower. Getting close means losing friend after friend for hundreds of years, until the weight of their memories crushes my soul. If people don't care about me, then I don't have to care about them. It's better if the people in my memories are nothing more than fleeting strangers.
See, Lolly.
You won't live as long as me, so you don't have to worry about that. Really? Then you should understand. Nearly everyone you know will be gone one day. Traveler? Stupid mind-reading side effect won't go away. It's not like I want to hear you complain about me all the time. Ugh.
Okay, she's definitely drunk. See, Lolly! Maybe take it easy? At this rate, you might sleep past noon tomorrow.
I'm not drunk. I remember everything the traveler said. Just gotta think of a response. I'll think of something.
Uh-oh, not this again. Is she asleep?
I'm fine. Can get home by myself.
Is she talking in her sleep or talking to us? She seems kind of out of it.
Bye. Gonna walk back alone. Need some time to think.
All right.
Haven't had enough of my power. Well then, let's see how much more of this power you can handle.
So you must be.
Skirk, Sertologi's disciple. Sounds like you and Master have quite the history. Care to tell us about it?
Of course, born into a noble family in Conria. As the eldest son, I was set to inherit our title. But I contracted an incurable illness as a child, and everyone gave up on me. I trained the sword harder than anyone else, defeated all of my peers. But it was all in vain. When other people looked at me, all I saw in their eyes was pity or a strange glee in my misfortune. Even my parents were just waiting for me to die. Over time, my heart hardened, and I became aimless. That weakness and malice were one and the same, and he could not see the difference.
That does sound like something he would say.
He was the first to endeavor was successful. He sought me out and said to me,
"This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But first, I have an offer. I can use a power I have just refined to break the curse of immortality for you." Your death was once what we worked so hard to prevent. But the immortality you now face is a different kind of pain altogether.
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time to get stronger. Maybe I'll finally catch up to you one day, and we can spar like we used to.
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return. Your body, or rather, your soul, might not be able to withstand this curse.
All I can do is try. After all, a wise man once told me, people need to fight for their own survival.
Wise indeed. And nevertheless, if you grow weary of the pain of immortality and wish to experience a good sparring match before you wither away, seek out my disciple.
Disciple? Never thought I'd hear that word coming from you.
Nor I. But Vedifenir said I was destined to find a disciple out there in the universe and bring her to Tibet. You know as well as I, Vedifenir's prophecies are never wrong.
Well, now I'm curious about who this disciple of yours will be.
All Vedifenir said was that one day, the stars shall bow in her honor.
Sounds pretty impressive.
Of course. Only the most outstanding people would have the right to become my disciple. I'll be leaving then. Oh, and if you are serious about getting stronger, I left you a little gift in the primordial sea. As I've said before, walk whatever.
I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to force you to catch up to him, all the while standing ever out of reach. We're like mountain climbers in the dark, never knowing how much higher we have to climb, or when we will see the sun again. Brings me no regret whatsoever.
Exactly. I think Master also craves a battle like that. One where his opponent forces him to use all his strength, unlock the extent of his potential, and transcend his own limits. A battle to end all battles. After which, all can come to an end, including, perhaps...
Perhaps that is his call. What a battle that would be. Oh, to witness such a...
But it will be a time-consuming and painful process. The decision is yours to make.
Accept. And who knows? Though I know it'll be a long and arduous road. If we are climbers in the dark, it appears the dawn has finally broken for me. But your ascent continues. At least, it looks like you are not alone on your journey.
I will reach the top of this mountain, no matter what it takes. And you, Skofnungur, will be my witness at the end of all things.
Let's get out of here. Huh! At least we don't have to make a mad dash for the exit like last time. Few days, but it feels like forever. Once again, we've proved there's nothing we can't overcome. Where'd you... Wow, to tell.
I suppose it's because I have gazed upon this sky for centuries. The false stars hanging in the meticulously planned sky, glittering with rotten light. It's not real, and yet it is for that very reason that I can look upon it and enjoy the momentary peace it brings. Even the most beautiful of bubbles has to burst. We will return to the real universe one day, whether of our own volition or not. Time marches ever forward. Even the innocent and naive will taste life's bitterness. Yet through hardship, we grow until we learn to seize the sands of time for ourselves and uncover our true strength. Though we gaze upon a false sky, its vastness and majesty is palpable. One can only wonder, what is it going to take for kindness to reign supreme in the vast expanse of the universe?
She knows one thing, it's that the Traveler always finds a way. Ever since we met, he has filled Paimon's days with happiness. No matter how tough things get, he always finds a way to make it better. If it's too big a job for one person, then we'll do it with two. And if two's still not enough, then three. We've met so many amazing friends and accomplished so many amazing things. As long as we don't give up, we can make any wish come true.
I suppose when it comes to you, anything is possible. Well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I need more practice to get used to it. I suppose fate will decide. Maybe we'll bump into each other on the street. Or maybe we'll reunite on a different planet entirely. Regardless, reunions and partings are but passing moments. More than anything, I hope that, at the end of this journey, wherever it takes us, one without war, pain, or forced partings, one where new life can bloom, even where there was once nothing but scorched earth. For this, we must all work to become stronger. If that's what you want to call me, I won't object. Goodbye.